Alright, so this video may come off as a bit of a shocker due to my old content of this game. While I did originally love the game, I just stopped having fun. The gameplay got repetitive, most things didn't feel rewarding enough, and I just fell out of liking the game. The game is really good and you should definitely play it, but it's just not that fun to me. I could just leave it at that, but I would love to go into more detail as to why I don't play it anymore. So first things first is the amount of grinding. While yes, I did expect a bit of grinding, it just feels worse than when I began playing. With all the new stuff they added, I may possibly go back, but it's hard to tell. I don't play TDS that much now, with the reason being that I just don't find it fun without friends. Friends make every game better, and TDS really isn't the type of game I could really play solo. While I do love the game, there is some community flaws. You may be asking, why don't you play with randoms? And the reason for this is very simple. It's hard for me to communicate with randoms about towers. I noticed most of the games I joined almost all three of my teammates, and I had commander, which really limited the amount of DPS we had, while with friends, you can communicate about specific towers and specific strategies you want to use, like for hardcore and badlands. One last reason is mostly just the communities. Questionable likings and preferences. That's all I can really say about the community. Now I know there's always going to be games with a questionable majority of characters. I just don't find it in me to be able to talk to the community when they bring up their preferences. Mostly because I just don't have the same opinion as them. That's all I can really say for the community. Before I go back to telling you why I don't play TDS that much anymore, I'd like to tell you all a bit about how I got into TDS in the beginning. It mostly started during the Power event with AJ Striker. As I was a big fan of Roblox events at the time, I usually got everything there was to get. And when I first played it, it felt like it was something refreshing, something new I could just rely on when I was bored. Something I could just talk about openly to my friends without being asked what game it was. It was one of those games that you end up loving at first glance. And so I played it. I played it for a while. Eventually, the community started to fall out of pace with what I liked about the game. The game started to grow into a different game than the one I fell in love with. The prices of the plushes and how many they made took a toll on my opinion of the game. I always believed that if I wanted a game I could play forever without getting bored, would be my favorite game. And I thought that would be TDS. It was fun. But the amount of purchases for in-game items and the amount of Robux you had to spend threw it out of my favoritism. The game that I loved so much eventually just died for me. Now back to the original topic. The reason I don't play that much is because of the amount of purchases you need to make if you want certain skins. Most of the skins in the game are really cool, but you can only get them through hard quests or by buying them. I truly love TDS as a game because of the amount of memories I made. So if this video says anything, I hope you truly do try out the game and give it a chance. Even if you don't like it, just try it. Make memories that you can hold dear to your heart forever, like I did. Thank you for watching.